I think we have finally moved past the days where people understand that it's not just Donald Trump, right? It's not like all of the problems with today's Republican Party are from Donald Trump or, just related to Donald Trump. It's all of them. I mean, it really is each and every single one of these Republican elected officials out there trying to prove that they are just as disgusting and horrible and evil on the inside as Donald Trump. And this week, Republican House Speaker Mike Johnson proved that he is just as much of an insane liar as Donald Trump. Johnson was asked during his daily, government shutdown press briefing, because sure, he'll talk to the press, but he damn sure won't swear in Adelita Grijalva. But he was asked about the threat against Hakeem Jeffries' life, right? House Minority Leader, Democrat Hakeem Jeffries, a pardoned Capitol rioter, threatened to murder him and was arrested several days, by the way, before this press conference even happened. So Johnson was asked about it. And Johnson decided to downplay the threat against Jeffries' life, pretend he didn't even know it existed, which is not even possible, and then go on a lie-filled rant about how all of the political violence in this country is coming from the left. Here's what Johnson said. He goes, "Terrible. That's the first I've heard of that. I don't know anything about it, but anybody who threatens to kill any political official, we denounce it absolutely." So again, that's not true. This thing has been all over the news for days. It was a pardoned Capitol rioter, which made the news, that much bigger. Somebody Trump let out of prison for committing political violence. And you're like, I didn't even know. It's one of your coworkers. I mean, it is your counterpart on the other side of the aisle. Like, no way you didn't know that. You're an absolute disgusting liar. And then it gets even worse because he adds, "I will tell you this, the violence on the left is far more prevalent than the violence on the right. The assassination culture that's been advanced now, this is the left in almost every case that is advancing this and not the right. Let's not make this a partisan issue. You don't want me to go there." Oh, I do, motherfucker, I do. "The rhetoric that you saw on display Saturday, we highlighted yesterday, it plays into this. There are people that get triggered. There are deranged people in society when they hear elected officials participating in a rally that was paid for by Soros and sponsored by communists with signs and placards and mantras that were repeated that we should bring death to fascist politicians. They call every Republican a fascist now." Nothing that you said was true. Not a goddamn word. You worthless sack of human shit. Like, I'm really, really trying to hold it together right now, but reading your hate-filled lies, honest to God, pisses me off to a level I didn't even know I was possible to get to. But let me tell you something, you worthless piece of crap. Statistics prove you are more than 5 times more likely to be killed by somebody on the right side of the political spectrum than on the left side. Some years, it's 10 to 20 times more likely to be killed by somebody on the right than somebody on the left. Political violence on the left doesn't even total into the dozens per year, like not even 24 instances of it per year. Meanwhile, there are usually several hundred instances of political violence from the right every single year, according to the Center for Strategic and International Studies. This is proven. George Soros isn't paying people to protest. These massive protests that showed up on Saturday were organic because people hate you, and they hate the Republican Party, and they hate Donald Trump. Nobody was out there calling for murders. That didn't happen. That simply did not happen. You may have had one or two yahoos that were not part of anything actually saying that, but also the assassination culture. Oh, you mean the Republican who attempted to kill Donald Trump? You mean the Republican who did kill Melissa Hortman and her husband over the summer? Or the individual who may or may not be on the right, may not be on the left. Y'all can't get your damn story straight that killed Charlie Kirk. But the fact that you guys have had to change your story so much, the Republican administration that is, about that shooter, kind of tells us a lot, right? Like suddenly y'all all stopped trying to pin it on the left and just gave up. Johnson, Republican House Speaker Mike Johnson, is a friggin' ghoul. Just absolute, pure effing evil. And I'll just leave it at that. Thanks for watching, everyone. You know, we're inching closer and closer to 1 million subscribers, and we're aiming to hit that goal before the year closes. So if you aren't subscribed to the channel, please do so, and don't forget to like, comment, and share. Thanks for joining us as we head towards this huge milestone.